After going to the board 4 times, you really don't expect to get out because they already demonstrated that they wasn't going to let you out. And so when the fourth time came and I went to the board and they released me, I was really surprised. And it's almost like, I want to go home, I want to go home. And then they say, you're going home, and you go, huh? And it's like, wow, it's really going to happen. And pretty soon the prison was behind me and my future was in front of me. And it was a great feeling.
In December of 2006, Ellis Stokely was released after serving 31 years in Attica prison. He joins the ranks of the more than 500,000 men and women who are released from prison every year in America. As one of this country's most vulnerable populations, persons who have left the correctional system must work to overcome the numerous barriers that they face during their quest to re-enter society.
You gotta have hope. You gotta have hope to survive this. One of the things is that hope is such a thing that it motivates you. It keeps you going. It's almost like having, it's the same thing as faith. Is that you believe that something is going to happen for you. This is not This is not it. This is not the end of your life. This is not, the end results of your decisions and your consequences, and that something is going to happen good. Whether you get it spiritually or whether you just believe that you can get it legally, or you can just wait out your time and hope that you can make it through just sheer physical strength.
If you can imagine if somebody took you and put you in a totally different setting for 20 years, and your lifestyle, the community life that you'd had prior to being incarceration continued to change. Then when you tried to re-enter the world 20 years later, not only had the world changed and you had a lot of things that you weren't used to deal with, but your own confidence in your ability to be successful in that world would be extremely impaired.
I can tell you how I felt about being me, having just left prison, and I was happy to be in the world again, but I also felt as if everybody can see through me, and everybody knew that Steve Panisi was a felon, a convict, who and that wasn't the fact of the matter. People can't know that unless you tell them. But you don't have the experiences. Your experiences have just been, for the last however many years, have been all about your prison experience. So you seem to relate, everything you relate to with other people is drawn from those experiences. It takes years to learn how to talk to people about other things.
I went to a department store. It was a mall, my first time going to a mall. And it was just too much stuff. Too many products, too many things. I just couldn't believe from wall to ceiling how much stuff was there that I had to walk out of the mall. Too many people. I walked into Wedman's and to get some potato chips, and they had a whole row of potato chips. I mean, a whole aisle of just potato chips. I ain't never wanted potato chips that bad, you know what I mean? Like a whole aisle, of potato chips. I just wanted a bag of potato chips, And it was really confusing to figure out what I wanted, because I didn't know I had that many choices, In jail, you have barbecue or plain. This one had vinegar and onions and, it just went on and on and on and on and on,
It is very difficult, An individual goes to prison, they use a token. Comes out of prison, they use a Metro card. There's no streets for him to cross in prison. He comes out, it's in the middle of New York City where traffic is whizzing by, You know, he's led a very different life in prison.
There's times where I wanted to surrender, where I wanted, where, you know, it was just getting tough. I was just tired of it. You know, I was getting older. You know, people passing away, like all my brothers passed away. My mother and father passed away. Two of my sisters passed away. And, you know, pretty soon you don't have anybody, you know, so you start wondering what's the use of hanging in there, because everybody else is gone. And even if you did get out, what would you do? Where would you go? Who would you be with, you know? And after 31 years, I had cultivate relationships in Cephas that created a family type situation so that I did have a place to go. When I first came to prison, when I first got there, in 1977, I met this guy by the name of Harold Steele. Harold Steele was a founder of the Cephas program. When I walked into the program, I sat down, and there was about 30 men in the group. And as soon as I sat down, I heard one of the men say, I go home next week. And as soon as I heard that, I got up to leave. And the director of the program asked me, why am I leaving? And I said, because I'm in the wrong group. I just got sentenced to 25 to life, and this guy's talking about going home next week. I'm definitely in the wrong room, you know. So he says, no, you're in the right room. He said, I'd like to use you. So I'd never been in a situation where a person in my face said that they want to use me. So I asked him, what do you want me to do? So he says, I want you to tell people what it's like to have 25 years to life so that they don't have to get it. I want you to convey that to them in such a way where they can feel what you're saying, and hopefully they won't have to get it. So I said, well, how long you want me to do that? He said, 25 to life. I had a friend named Fred Nichols who spent the whole 25 years with me, who came to visit me, who sent me packages, who his whole life was my life. Everything he did, I was a part of. And he let me know what it was. And so now I'm out, and I want to be able to give that to somebody else also. So the things that I do, you know, if I walked in Highland Park, I want the guy to know what I saw, what day it was, who I was walking with, where did I go, what did I see, what did it remind me of. I want to be very descriptive so that he can venture outside the wall and visit and see it, because some people are never getting out, and they're going to die in prison, and I know that. And so maybe just this little chance that he gets to see my life would be enough to make him want to hang in there for another day.